What is up, my YouTube family? We're back again with another one. This is actually podcast, Roundtable Podcast number 26. Bare Bones Reactions is my channel names. Today, we're actually going to look at some neighbors. How our neighbors, we like, some of them we don't. Some of them don't get along. Me personally, I stay to myself. I never actually meet my neighbor. I never really go outside the box to go outside my way to meet my neighbor because it never seems to work. So we have this video of this lady who put up a fence. They actually did a zoning of the area. They marked it. I guess the fence was too far on someone's property. They got mad, and now they're putting up random things on her fence. Signs saying "Go to hell," "Send yourself straight to hell," putting up dolls with spikes in it, all kinds of stuff to try to get her to move. That's basically what they're trying to do. I guess it actually took place in Alaska. So this is a little weird thing to happen to somebody, but it just shows you how different people is. Once again, you have people that just doesn't care about others people's finances, troubles, lives in general. You know, just because you put up a fence that's a little bit on someone's property, does it give you that right to do what this person has done? But anyways, guys, we're going to take a look at the video. We're going to go over it. We're going to talk through it, pause a little bit, and afterwards we'll discuss it. Anyways, guys, let's get right to the video.
Anchorage, creepy decorations are out early in one Alaska neighborhood. These mutilated doll heads hover above a fence, one head on a stick. This one, with nails in it, even says "Hail Satan." But this disturbing public display is not the result of early Halloween decorations.
Nobody should live like this. What are we sending a message to in the community that this is okay?
This Google Street View image providing a clue, one sign reading, "I like my neighbors, except this one."
We're really excited to come up here and be with our family.
The disliked neighbor is Miss Moore. She asked our affiliate KTUU not to use her full name. Shortly after moving to this Wasilla neighborhood, she found herself at odds with residents next door.
And when we had the survey, that's when everything went horrible.
She says a property survey revealed an old fence didn't quite match the property lines. And after a new privacy fence was constructed, signs started appearing.
Faster way to get to heaven. It's got a gun.
Can you imagine if you get a fence, you put the fence up, and you pay this money for this fence. You come out, you have it surveyed, you have it everything done the correct way, and you still have percussion from it because of a neighbor not wanting your privacy fence that was put an inch into their spot, whenever the survey said that it was her land. So can you imagine having all these dolls put up, these signs put up, saying "Send yourself straight to heaven," "Ho live next door," dolls put up, the dolls put up above your fence? Can you imagine how much the fence cost in general? It looks like they'd be made, the other person doing this would be made to actually pay for this fence. Because it's damage that they're doing. If they're putting nails in, it's damaging the privacy fence. And privacy fences in general, is not cheap. So this woman has to live every single day because somebody is pissed off because the fence got put in the wrong place. It's not her fault. Go talk to the city. Go talk to the survey crew. But instead, they take this route, a childish route. And you'll see in this video, they actually say that they're childish. Makes no sense. Anyways, guys, let's continue with the video.
There's assault rifles out there. Smile, you're on camera. We're tired of hiding bodies. We got a backhoe. Basically, you can go on Amazon, take your pick, and I probably have it in my backyard.
And along with those signs, those creepy doll heads appeared. The neighbor responsible declined an on-camera interview, but told NBC News the grievances piled up over the last 2 years. After the property line survey, she would cross over onto our property, so we started putting up no trespassing signs. We kind of had it, so we started being childish, and we put up a ton of signs on the fence saying that she's a Karen, and I put up those hideous dolls because I think they're funny.
Nobody should live like this. What are we sending a message to in the community that this is okay.
The neighbor from hell signs even getting political, one saying they voted for Biden with an arrow. Moore tells our Anchorage NBC affiliate that she has a Veterans for Trump sign clarifying her political leanings, and that she would consider selling the property, but some real estate brokers won't even consider the listing.
I would love to see in the community a difference made in turning this around and protecting people and their homes and their investments, and being able to enjoy their quality.
And another thing is she goes and she puts up this fence, and these people still are doing what they're doing because they think it's funny. Well, even if it's your fence and you put up these dolls to turn your neighbor, do you think that's childish? I personally wouldn't do it. I don't know if you guys would do it, but I wouldn't do it. But evidently somebody feels like it's right to do. So what actually can be done with all this stuff? With this neighbor that's putting up these dolls that has no mind to be even putting up the dolls at this point? They're just starting problems. So if your neighbor's a Karen, who are you? Why do you put up the stuff? That's what I'm saying. Why do you put up the stuff? So that reminds me of saying, who's the true Karen here? Who started all this stuff? Because the survey company came in and put a fence on your side? So you're calling your neighbor a Karen? So you're to turn her with childish stuff? That makes absolutely no sense. But that goes back to people not being the same in this world. People with their own opinions. People with their own reactions. But on this court of this case, reactions speak louder than words. We have somebody here that's actually reacting out of criticism, out of childish acts. That's what they're doing. And they're adults. So this goes back to, who is these people? What do they do? What's their what's their thought process? What is the next step for these people? That's what I'm saying. So this woman has contacted these people and done a news report on it because this is evidence now. She did the right thing. Anyways, guys, let's go further into this. Let's see what they say.
Of life.
Until these neighbors can come to a peaceful resolution, these signs are likely to remain long after Halloween. Well, so far it appears no laws have been broken in this situation, but the signs and the yard decor, they could be a violation of the subdivision's rules and restrictions.
Wow. So I guess it's not against the law. They said that. But why? Who gets off calling someone a Karen whenever they're the ones being a Karen? If your neighbor's an asshole, ignore. And that goes back to, if you're friends with a neighbor and then you guys don't be friends no more, then you guys don't get along. Which is why a lot of people doesn't adventure off to their neighbors and meet their neighbors and bring them a pie anymore and ask for sugar and Kool-Aid and all this other stuff. It just doesn't happen no more. The hospitality is not there no more. Because people literally judges what other people are doing. People realize and want to be somebody else in their business and be nosy. That's what people do these days. Instead of being their self and keeping their nose out of the next door neighbor's ass, they want to be in the next door neighbor's ass, but yet whenever it backfires, they want to put up childish stuff. Whenever somebody else pays the money to have it put up. It makes me think, what was they doing with the property before? Did they have something on the property line they had to move? Because in that picture it showed it was actually almost butted up right against a house. If that's the case, then why wouldn't just land survey people have moved the house away? But that goes back to asking the same question, why was the fence put that close? But that means that land survey did their job. So it's not the Karen's fault. But you become a Karen because of what you did to the fence. Childish, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. YouTube family, I love you guys. Your boy Deuce is out. Thank you.